inputs that was coming from you were so practical.
The entire syllabus of ethics along with answer writing, along with case studies in a matter of 15 days.
I believe your approach is different from that.
In one go, you write 8 PYQs as a mini test, and then followed by that would be a proper elaborate discussion on what was the demand of the question.
I joined the ethics crash course here at Vajiram and Ravi.
So in these concept classes, the focus would be not just on building concepts, but also retention.
You have also helped me a lot.
The entire purpose of this program would be that in a matter of limited time that we have in our hand, we're able to fit in as per the expectations of UPSC in the PYQs that we've seen recently.
I have benefited greatly under your mentorship. So you helped me how I can score probably 10 extra marks.
Hello everyone, welcome to Vajiram and Ravi. Mains is just around the corner, the time is very limited, and in this you cannot afford to let go of any of the papers. And amidst this you have ethics, one of the decisive papers which separates the top rankers from the rest. So you might need help, and for your help we have one of the best, Miss Sakshi Sundrani ma'am, with structured approach, simplified answer writing and experience. This is not just what I am saying, this is what top rankers also believe the same. All India rank 1 Shakti Dubey, All India rank 67 Vishwajit Gupta and so many more.
जो भी आपने value inputs मुझे दिए थे, I still remember you telling me, Shakti, if you have like now you have a command over writing definitions, so let's go ahead and start your answer with a quote. Let's go ahead and start your answers like wherever you can give a good quote, a small but impactful one. Inputs that was coming from you were so practical.
That's when I connected with you to actually increase that score, because I've seen people getting even 140 in ethics. So that would be a major jump. So that's when we connected and you guided me. So this time around, I brought diversity in my answers. Even in the quotes answer, the 3 quotes that we get, even in the case studies, my entire 6 case studies were totally different. None of them was similar to another one. So that diversity in the answers, moreover, the recent topics, there's one thing in the industry, if I may take a minute, and that the material that is there in the industry, that is there in the market, and that is not that much relevant to the examinations demand. I believe that is one thing that is majorly lacking, because whatever the honorable teachers are teaching us, that is very static and not easily applicable in the examination. I believe your approach is different from that, and that's why I find your approach very refreshing, because you actually analyze those nuances of the examination of the questions, and then you suggested me to work on those aspects. For example, AI in administration. For example, the 100 years of administration, but the question was asked in ethics. So we can apply the values of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and we can quote it in the ethics answers. The diversity in quotes, for example, starting with a different introduction, using a different body. Case studies especially, you suggested me to use different frameworks, write stakeholders even when they are not asked. Also mentioning about different current examples, expanding the horizon. For example, in the earlier attempt, whenever there was the question of ethical dilemmas, some of my points were very repetitive. This time around, you suggested me and I prepared at least 35, 40 different ethical dilemmas. I was happily able to use them. I didn't have to think about them, and it saved a lot of time. This time around in the mains examination, there was an additional page in, I believe, the 3rd or 4th case study. Now, if I cannot leave that page blank, because it will be very awkward that suddenly the examiner turns a page and it is blank. So I cannot leave it empty. While writing that extra 5th page will take my time. So that's where the preparation that I had done, that already the keywords that I had prepared, the frameworks that I prepared, they helped. That saved my time and I was able to complete the ethics paper. So a big thanks to you for that, ma'am.
In my second second mains, I used your help also, like using the templates you provided, so that I would be able to increase my marks. But I think I missed 120 marker case study. That's why I could not improve it. Otherwise, I think I had scored around 106. So I think in ethics, these templates and the way we are attempting the case studies, and even the quote-based question, I think there are 3 quote-based questions. I think they will determine how the marks are fluctuating there.
In your course that you covered about the you had evaluated one paper of mine, ma'am. In that you told about how to write the case studies and general theory answers. In that also, so I used to complicate things a lot and not address the basic points. So by trying to write a brilliant answer, I used to forget to write a good answer. So in that sense, ma'am, I worked on it this year.
I joined the ethics crash course here at Vajiram and Ravi, and that 15 days period or 30 days period, I completed the entire syllabus.
You have also helped me a lot with ethics. So, if you remember, I have shown you my copy, one of the test copies, in which I just mindlessly put some diagrams. उसमें आपने बताया कि कैसे जो क्वेश्चन का डिमांड है उसके हिसाब से I should make diagrams rather than like if a question is on EI, I was making a random EI diagram. तो वो चीज़ कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट करनी है, वो कोटेशंस कैसे बेटर इंट्रोडक्शन में आ सकते हैं, हाउ कैन आई यूज़ कोटेशंस इन कंक्लूजन्स, वो भी बताया था आपने. तो ऑब्वियसली ये सब चीज़ें मैंने इम्प्लीमेंट की 2025 अटेम्प्ट में, तो आई हैव लाइक एबल टू सिक्योर द रैंक एंड सो थैंक्स टू यू ऑल. उसके लिए तो आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल.
All India ranked 37 with 129 marks.
So I was preparing ethics on my own. But this time, when I was speaking to you, you had really told me that, Shobhika, you need to have dimensions for every answers and have like a pre-decided framework. Speaking to you and the kind of notes that or the examples that you had shared, I had a good bank of examples and content and framework in place. So that helped me. I have benefited greatly under your mentorship. So I think I am very thankful.
So when I came to you with my ethics paper, I found you very helpful because you helped me tell me that even though I was writing good papers by that time, I needed more. So you helped me how I can score probably 10 extra marks. So you told me first.
All India ranked 123 with 131 marks. So now let's invite ma'am directly to the floor to know better that how you all can be helped in this given time. Ma'am, please. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming here today. And as mains is right here, and I've just mentioned that time is limited, we really want to know that how one of the most important papers, which are very decisive, can be helped, that is ethics.
Right, you said, Shubhangi, we've already lost a lot of time after the prelims test.
Yes.
Now the time that we're left with, what we're trying to do in the ethics crash course is complete the entire syllabus of ethics along with answer writing, along with case studies in a matter of 15 days, which is something that would save a lot of time for aspirants. So let me just quickly introduce some of the features that we have come with. There would be 6 concept classes. Now in these 6 concept classes, the focus would be on covering all the themes of the syllabus, preferably those that have come recurrently in the PYQs, covering items like applied ethics, something that is largely current affairs oriented, needs more interlinkages, reading from the contribution of moral thinkers and philosophers. So in these concept classes, the focus would be not just on building concepts, but also retention. Now retention is a very key part of when it comes to learning for mains, because ultimately आप लिखोगे वही जो आपके brain में imprinted है.
Correct.
For which, for example, let us say this Harish Rana example, the passive euthanasia case that happened. Now when I teach you this along with when we are reading ethical relativism, that some cultures would accept this while some would not accept this, only then will you be able to write this as it is in the examination.
Correct.
So the focus will be not just on clarity but also retention of current examples, value additions, etc., whatever we've prepared as a part of concept classes. Now once we're done with the concept classes, in the same order, after completing these 6 concept classes, we'd move to the answer writing sessions. Okay. Now the purpose in these answer writing sessions would be that in one go you write 8 PYQs as a mini test, and then followed by that would be a proper elaborate discussion on what was the demand of the question, what were the examples, current examples that you could have mentioned, what are the dimensions that you could have opened, what are the interlinkages that you could have thrown around, and so on and so forth. After that, we'll have the same thing for case studies.
Okay.
Now case studies are largely an applied part of whatever you do in your concept classes and answer writing sessions. So once this is sorted, I think the stage is set for us to do case studies in the same format, where once I tell you the frameworks, how to go about case studies, some basic content around the expected and relatively more structured themes that UPSC has asked year after year. So the focus would be on that, and after that you write the PYQ case studies that have come, and I tell you how to address better dimensions, how to do interlinkages here in case studies as well. So that would be the entire purpose. So the entire purpose of this program would be that in a matter of limited time that we have in our hand, we're able to fit in as per the expectations of UPSC in the PYQs that we've seen recently.
Understood, ma'am. Ma'am, you just mentioned the expectations of UPSC, and in that context, basic, average, everybody will prepare. But up top going, that will come through value addition. And that is a huge pain point for them. Like how that is going to be addressed in such a limited time.
Yes. So for this purpose, what we've done is we've prepared two set of notes.
Okay.
One is the notes that you would get along with your concept classes, covering every syllabus theme in detail.
Correct.
Along with that, you also get access to the value addition classes and notes thereof. So for example, recent examples like the NEET paper leak case like I discussed, or any other cases coming up in the recent months, whatever value additions you need in your ethics will be done via these sessions and the notes that we provide thereof. So that will be sorted. So
Okay.
you don't have to go back to the newspapers, to your current affairs materials to look for all the ethics value addition.
Okay, so the full package is here. We have the basics, we have the concept, and the final frosting is right.
Yes.
Furthermore, ma'am, one very important thing amidst this, there is a problem that they need proper guidance. Time is limited. It's not just about covering, answer writing, but it is also about the personal issues, multiple problems of their own, and each student has unique situations to their end, where mentorship comes into the picture. So how are we looking at that part?
Yes, so for that what we've done is, once we're done with the concept classes, the answer writing sessions and the case study classes, you will have a set of tests that you would write, which would be 3 half-length tests and 2 full-length tests.
Okay.
Now, even after doing all the answer writing sessions, even after doing all the concept classes, you will require some tests by which you can gather what have you picked up from these answer writing sessions and what
Right.
are your mistakes that you're committing specific to your paper. For example, Shakti was committing this mistake of using a lot of PSIR theories, PSIR terminologies, which got figured out once she wrote those tests and we had one-on-one mentorship.
Right.
So on the basis of these tests, we'll have one-on-one mentorship with me, and we've created a separate portal specifically for this very purpose, that every test that you write, after every test there should be a feedback loop that we create in order to fix the mistakes then and there that you're committing in that test. So one-on-one mentorship is a really important part of this program.
Okay. And who will be students associated with for mentorship?
Totally with me. There is nobody in between. So basically every test they write will be mentored by me, because again I am the one teaching you the frameworks, I am the one teaching you all the concepts, and sessions are held with me. So one-on-one mentorship has to be with me to ensure that whatever you're learning in classes is being applied well. So again, one-on-one mentorship sessions will be with me via a portal. You can book your sessions and have one-on-one mentorship in the same role.
Understood. So that was all. That is how you can get your ethics done in the right way, in the given time, and ensure that you are putting your best foot forward. If you need any help at all, Sakshi ma'am is right here. Please reach out to us and we will get back to you. That was all. Thank you so much.